Hello everybody. I was expecting to do a very different video today. Uh, if you watched the live stream the other day, I was going to do a One Division episode today and a reaction. We'll still get the reaction later today, but I may have caused a little bit of a Twitter war today. I'm looking forward to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go across my message. If you haven't watched after series 7 up to series 13 now, don't watch this video because I'll spoil the whole thing for you. And I'm especially talking to you, James, if you're watching it, don't. Because I'm going to spoil this. Oh, it's still coming in. I'm just watching it right now. Oh, this guy is non-stop. He's alright now. He is alright now. Oh, and we're probably going to reply to him in this video as well. I love a bit of beef. I really do. So let's start from the beginning now. So let me find it. Let me find what I was saying or everybody else was saying. So Doctor Who Twitter page put out a picture of 1 year since the Timeless Children. Now, if you know me and if you watch the videos, I'm not the biggest fan of the Timeless Children. And I put a year since you just disgraced the 14 actors that have played the Doctor, which I think is perfectly true, and it's my opinion and it's what I think. Now, this caused a little bit of a stir for people, which I wasn't expecting a lot from it. I wasn't wanting this to blow up with all this hate towards me. Actually, I don't really call it hate. I just call it people saying their opinions. If they like it, they can like it. I like what I like about the show. They can like what they like about the show. I have no problems with what they like. If they like it, suits them. If I like it, then I get this shit, really. So the first one, you'll probably see him pop up around the screen. I'm going to blank the names. What I'm going to do is people that have their name. I won't put the at in there, but I'll cover the icon and I'll cover the at, but I'll leave their actual name. So this person didn't really do anything. I just thought this was quite funny. He just put a picture of Matt Smith from the Angel Two-Parter. Yep, Angel Two-Parter. Basically, saying to get a life. Well, I don't give a shit what you think. I like what I like, you like what you like. So you get a fucking life, mate. At this point, next one. So this person put, yes, I'm sure that the worst of all that. Sorry. Yes, I'm sure that was the worst of all time. Blah blah blah. There's a lot you clearly haven't seen in the past. This is no disgrace, I swear. Little does he know that I've seen every single episode of Classic Era that you can get a hold of. Not the last ones, of course. And New Who. And I know quite a lot about Doctor Who. More than I should really know. So, I put... Sorry, I've just picked that up a little bit. I watched every single episode of the new show. I spent most of my life since... Sorry, so not the new show, of the show. I spent most of my life since I've had nerding and geeking about the show. I probably know a lot more about it than what you do and what many of us do. somebody else replied without basically laughing. So I think this guy was on my side. So if you're watching this video, which you probably not, I'm guessing you're on my side with that because the other guy didn't reply, which I thought was quite funny. A lot of people didn't reply to me after I said what I said. Oh, we get onto this guy last. I won't show you what he thought. Oh, we'll get onto him last. Somebody said disgraced. I didn't put anything back. I might say that. I'm gonna just put back yes. That's what I'm just gonna put yes. Back to that. And you'll see that on the video probably. Uh, I think I can say the guy that was on my side in this, just not the at and his last name. I'll just say it is normal name where that should be okay. So this first guy put how have they disgraced them? The only thing this has changed is how the doctor actually uh, ended up in the orphanage in the barn in Listen. Everything else we know of the Doctor, including the years of law, hasn't changed, which is wrong. So Robert is absolutely fantastic in this. Yes, it has. The first Doctor now isn't, which is true. The Doctor, afraid of regenerating for the first time in Twice Upon a Time, had dozens, perhaps hundreds of times before regenerated. All the times when I've only got 12 regenerations was the plot is meaningless. Which is right. Let's have a read of all the others. The first, now this is this other guy again. The first Doctor is still the first Doctor. I've had another comment on this now. The first Doctor is still the first Doctor. Hartnell was the first to portray him, and the character chose to name themselves the Doctor, which they did. Chose to name any regeneration for Hartnell was not the Doctor. It was his first regeneration. It was for at least for the Doctor. Right. The War Doctor didn't call himself the Doctor until the end of the 50th anniversary. But you can't put him in because he didn't call himself the Doctor. But he still counted as a Doctor by the end. He still counted as it, and I've said this is what I put. I think I missed a couple out here, actually. Yes, I am. The person put another one. The Doctor still had only 12 regenerations, otherwise he would have regenerated into Capaldi's Doctor in time of the Doctor. Without any help from the Time Lords. Gallifrey gave him a new cycle of 12, especially as Tectone limited the life cycle of Time Lords to 12. Now, where in the hell in this show did you get that from? So, where did you get Tectone? Where did you get that Tectone limited 12 regeneration from? But how can you say that they're not the Doctor just because they didn't call themselves the Doctor? Does that mean the War Doctor doesn't count because he didn't call himself the Doctor? Oh, I think I might just skip this because they're talking about Joe Martin's doctor, and she isn't a doctor either, really. She doesn't know what the sonic screwdriver is. So she, and this 6B theory, where it's between the second Doctor and the third Doctor, how would she not know what the sonic screwdriver is? Really? Because the second Doctor made the sonic screwdriver. Right, so I think I might just do this. I don't know this, but how can she go? The third Doctor thing, wearing the second Doctor's outfit. Yeah, you're right. I'm just gonna put yeah, you're right. She can't be between them or before heart. No. There we go. Now, let's see what else. So this is another guy coming in. Let's see what he said. The first Doctor now isn't, never was. And the amount of time series regeneration before wasn't the point until once upon a time. The point was he wanted to stop being someone else. In fact, he had so many regeneration before, gives sense. Where the hell have you got this from? This is... what? That's bullshit. That is just completely enough. Nah, I'm gonna hear that one because they're just talking bullshit at this point, really. This guy's just talking absolute bull. I don't care what people say. I'll show the tweets on screen. Don't care what people say. Oh, here's a good one. Chibnall haters and Doctor Who fans, basically. Chibnall hater with a small brain shouted at Doctor Who fans. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Chibnall. You can read what I've put on the screen right now. I'll put it right here, and this is what I'm reading right now. Let's get things straight. I like some of the things that Chibs has done, like the Master and the Cyber Masters, and the Daleks. I do like them. I like those ideas. Because I've seen an idea like that before, where, in the comics, Rassilon was basically turned half Cyberman. And I think that's quite a good idea. And in series 10, series 9, he was basically banished from Gallifrey, so really they could still make him half Cyberman from the comics, which would be very cool, I think. I really like the companions. I like two of them. Don't like Ryan, but I like Graham and I like Yaz. I've always watched this show and well until it ends, which is true. So just because there's something that I don't like in the show, I'm going to make that into two. So just because doesn't mean that I'm a Chibnall hater. You have what you like about the show. I like what I like about the show. So somebody's put to that. Well, yeah, that's just your. Well, yeah. Well, that's just like your opinion. Right? Yeah. What it is, my opinion is just like his opinion. Somebody put wrong with a picture, well, a little video of Geraldine Sasha. But not wrong. Look at the past interviews of past doctors, and they'll say that only a few people get to play the Doctor, and it's known to be part of 57 years. But now there's hundreds of Doctors. There's literally 15 because they are the Doctors. And I'll put the Morbius Doctors now, and the Doctor when Terry was making the Doctor regenerate. So how, and this person, but how does that take away from the 57-year history? At the end of the day, the Doctor is always the same person. And I put, yes, the Doctor is still the same person, but it takes away from William Hartnell being the first Doctor. Matt Smith ran out of regenerations, and the time was giving him a new set. If the Doctor was always a dinosaur, then he wouldn't have needed regenerations. Got no reply to that, and that was about 50 minutes ago. And a time of recording, it'll probably be a bit later by the time I take these screenshots. Then somebody put, I found this quite funny. Please get a grip. Yeah, you can fuck off from at this point. But please get a grip. The show has always evolved. Or did you write an angry letter to the BBC when it turned out the Doctor could have more than 12 lives? 12-year-old response, basically. So I put, yes, the show has always evolved. And I like that about this show. But if you can't see the amount of plot holes it makes instead of writing stupid shit like did I write the BBC? Write it to the BBC. That's 59 minutes ago and no response. So, not a lot of people have comebacks. But then you had this fucker. I'll say your name. I won't put you out in it. I'm going to say your name because I want to address you personally if you see this. Because, really, if you do see this, come and debate me, please. I want you to come on mine and James' podcast, or just come on my channel because I want to talk about it this year, and because I want to get what you think, Jamie. We're not saying you that. If you just see this, contact me because I want to talk to you about this. I want to get what you think more, because what you're saying, I know what I've said in this person, and I'm going to read every single one of these messages. I might shorten them a little bit because they're very long, and he's put a lot of information in there. Now, Jamie, if you see this and you know who you are, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm going to say me out now. If you haven't seen my Twitter, it's at gcartwright2000. Come and follow me on there. And if Jamie sees this, contact me because I'll have you on the channel and we can talk about it. Because I want to hear more about what you think. You can have as much time as you want, getting all the information ready and things like that. Get all your stuff ready. You can show it all. So yeah, just come on and contact me on Twitter. And I'll have you on and we can talk about this. So I thought they weren't confirmed until the timeless child, and the whole community thought they were all Morbius. But afraid not, you'll find evidence here. And he sends me a message from Bolstreck where I don't agree with Bolstreck most of the time. I'm not the biggest fan. I used to be back in Series 11, but he started becoming very, very violent towards other creators that I like more, like the Heretics, sending a lot of nasty hate and things like that. So don't put me anywhere near Bolstreck because I don't like the guy, never will. Because he attacked people that I think as friends, really. A fan community by and large thought they were all Morbius at the time. Yes, they did, and a lot of people still thought it to this day. The founder and president of GWAS, the Infamous Age Assassin Review, not only points out that yes, but you read this and you can literally say it's from yonks ago, like back in the 90s, maybe earlier. Sure, there's infinite. There's a limit of 13 that what you're showing. So it didn't say the rest of that message there. What you're showing me isn't show a big finish. If you ask the community in Cody's era who were the faces, and they would have said Morbius. What you're showing me wasn't in the show. The dialogue correctly. The dialogue I correctly critiqued in the review to Battle Streak is also not maybe worth bringing up as we're going to get into a debate to unravel whether or not
showing off.
The Doctor was loom born. Because Cold Fusion too. He's just being a smart ass, really, isn't he? If you're watching, you're being a fucking smart ass. I can see. I see what you're fucking doing. But you're not as good as me, mate. You're really not as good as me when it comes to this shit. I haven't responded to you yet. Because I want to do it on this. And I will put this video on these comments and say, and you'll see it when it pops up. Thank you for this video. That's one. Thank you for making a video for me. I'm going to put the link down so you can see it and everybody else who commented can see it. I don't care if you fucking don't like it. I've already told you, contact me. You can see my act. You commented to my act. Message me. My messages are open. I'll have you on here, and we can talk about it. That's all I'm gonna say. We can talk about it. So you have to learn in universe material or intent. The general fan opinion can be wrong. Also, the general fan opinion can be wrong, but your opinion can't be wrong. Basically, that's what you're saying. The fans are wrong in their opinion, but I'm right. You only need to look how often back to the beginning is misquoted to see, and one need only look at how we have to ignore the record of the Disney Assassin, carnal history. We also ignore. Right, let's talk about these. We ignore that the Doctor in the movie, his parents were Time Lord and human. We don't talk about the hybrid. We all have what we want in our headcanon. A lot of us don't want the timeless child in our canon. A lot of dumbasses like Jamie do, and thinks they know more than they think. Now, I'm not showing you that. You've got your name in your Twitter. So I'm not doxing you in any way. If you come and say that I'm doxing you, I'm not, because you've got it in your Twitter. You can literally see it straight on. You can see it on the screen that there's just Jamie. There's a lot of Jamies in the world. You're not going to get doxed off that, mate. So if you come and say that, literally, you've got it on your Twitter. If you don't want it said, don't have it on your Twitter. Now, he's not said about doxing. I'm just bringing that up in case of myself, just in case people want to come and say that I'm doxing people when I'm not, when I've got it in their Twitter names. Right. Sorry about that little rant. I had to get that just in case anybody went to the comments and said that, basically. Because the issue we're also assessing is the faces that the mind-bending machine as the Doctor. Already talked about this with the other person. They all thought it was Morbius. Terrence Dix basically yes, Terrence Dix may have made it clear in the novelisation. Russell T Davies added thing in the novelisation to Dalek. Stephen Moffat made other things clear in the novelisation. In the Dalek Doctor novelisation, which Stephen Moffat put the movie Doctor, not Paul McGann. I forget his name now. I know he's unfortunately not with us anymore. So, but I'm sorry if you like him and you know his name, because I normally do. I just can't think of it right now. I was literally watching something about him last night. What was it now? Hang on. I'll quickly go and find out. Movie Doctor Who. What? Where is it? Where is it? Peter Cushing, that's it. He's trying. So, in the novelisation of Dead the Doctor, Stephen Moffat wrote that the Doctor was very good friends with Peter Cushing, and he made the movies, and he would have, and if they got the rights to it for the 50th anniversary, they would have had posters for it, showing it in the 50th anniversary. But because it's not in the show, unfortunately, it's not counted as part of canon. But you could say now, because we've got the Timeless Child, that he was the generation before the first Doctor, because Susan was younger there. But it doesn't count really. And he puts another link to another. Jesus Christ. I didn't respond to quite a few of these. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until I reply. And there's a reference to the address, the issue between Morris and the Daily Session, along with early 2000 relaying that created the idea promptly. TTC fixes that issue. If they were the Doctor, if they were the Doctor's faces in the fifth Doctor would have been the project. Which is the point JVR mate. I don't know who that is. That was the brunt of the Deadly Assassins 1 line about the limit of 13. Because not because of anything in Morbius. And as I've said, TC is finally given. No, rubbish, Jamie, absolute rubbish. As I said, come on here. I'm going to put the video in the comments anyway, because I want people to watch it. If you like what I think, you can subscribe. If you don't, leave a dislike. I don't care. It still helps me out. Like, dislike, views, whatever it is. It helps me out. Like, if you're new to the channel, I did a video about a month or two back. And this channel was 85 subs at this point. It's nearly 80,000 views now. So, and that's got more dislikes than likes because I defended the right person. I'm just saying my opinion. You can say yours. I'm saying mine. Jamie, if you're watching this, I'm going to put this in the comments. Come on here. Like, look, you can come on whatever you want. You can come on my actual podcast. Well, James's podcast that I'm a part of, and we can have a discussion there live, or you can come on here on this channel live, and we can talk about it. Now, you can think what you think. I just thought this was something very funny, because I wasn't planning to do this at all. I was looking forward to doing the WandaVision video today. That's going to have to be pushed back to tomorrow, unfortunately. But yeah, that's going to be pushed back. You'll still get your reaction today for the... oh no, sorry, I've spoiled Thursday's video by saying the FNAF reaction. That's coming Thursday or Friday. You're getting the Pokemon one today. I've put all three of them together because I thought that was a little bit better. But yeah, Jamie, come on. Thank you to, I forget his name now. Where is he? Robert. Thank you, Robert, for being on my side and helping me out with your comment, because you got it spot on, mate. To the rest of you, you come out here defending, well, you come defending this era, and you call Doctor Who haters toxic, and people who don't like Chibnall haters, and Jodie haters, you call them toxic, and really, people like this, that are saying get a life, going to all this effort just to make a point, you're just as toxic as the Jodie haters and Chibnall haters. I love the I love the show, and I as well. Whether it's a man, a woman, a white person, a black person, Chinese, anyone, I always love the show. Anyway, even if there's bits I don't like the whole point of this video. You can have your opinion, I can have mine. We all have our own opinions. You don't have to go and be like this. Yes, I started it off by saying it was a disgrace to the 40 actors who played the Doctor, because it is. Because they love the role. Because only a certain amount of people get to play the Doctor. Quite a few of them grew up with it. David did. Capaldi did. Matt Smith didn't know a lot about it, but he went back and watched it all. Jodie came, didn't watch anything about the show. Chibnall, uh, he watched the show. You've probably seen that meme where going around when he was young saying the writing could have been better. When Colin Bates was the Doctor, the writing could have been better. Just show Sierra, his writing could have been better. A lot of his writing could have been better. 6 Doctors, 7 Doctors, it could have been better, written better. But there's still great eras of the show. All of them have got good parts. All of them have got bad parts. Except David Tennant. Is it all good? Yeah. I think we can all agree that the only fantastic, best, I'm saying that, 9 Doctor you can, if you don't put in the bonus and stuff, 9 and 10 were some of the best eras of the show. 4th Doctor, some of the best era of the show. But Matt Smith called it every single one, every single Doctor, all 14. They all bring something good to the show. Some of them just bring some bad things that people don't like. And it's your own opinion. That's it. That's what I have to say. My opinion, your opinion. We all have our different opinions. I'll see you later. So just a little bit to add to the end of the video. So we had that one basically saying about the whole thing. So I put about William Hartnell being the first Doctor and Matt Smith regenerating. And somebody went to put and with a little picture of Jodie. And so the person who was originally speaking went to put exactly underneath. Some stupid reason they thought that was a response. So I just used Capaldi to call him stupid. Which is right there. Bye bye.